Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the west side of Manhattan and Lucky Strike, New York, as the action continues. This one's scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the 147-pound amateur division. The entire 2016 Friday Night Fight Series is proudly presented by Chang Beer, the proud sponsor of Muay Thai and the pride of Thailand. Friday Night Fights is brought to you this evening by Amazing Thailand, Scratch DJ Academy, Fitness Nutritional Counseling, Lucky Strike, Adidas Combat Sports, and the Mohegan Sun Resort and Casino. The bout is sanctioned by the World Kickboxing Association. The judges are Anthony Andriosi, Muhammad Ahmed, and Marcel Varela. Controlling the action at the sound of the bell, the third man in the ring is referee Joel Becker. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise as we meet the fighters for bout number 10. Boxing out of the red corner, he weighed in at 147 pounds even. He is undefeated in 5 bouts, a record of 5-0. Wearing red, trimmed with gold this evening, and hailing from Boston, Massachusetts, he represents Bond Muay Thai. Please welcome Brendan Flyweight Sweeney. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at an even and ready 150 pounds. He owns an amateur record, 17 victories, 9 defeats, 2 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Wearing navy with red and black and hailing from Freeport, Long Island, New York, representing Rebel Thai Boxing, please welcome the victorious one, N.J. Mack.
All right, gentlemen, again, we've gone over the rules in the dressing room. I expect you to follow them. Fight clean, fight hard, fight fair, protect yourself at all times. So this is my instruction at all times. In the event of a stoppage, go to neutral corner. So I tell you to come out. Touch gloves now. Come out fighting. Good work.
Our final amateur bout of the evening set to begin. N.J. Mack, a.k.a. the victorious one, steps into the squared circle against Brendan Sweeney out of Boston, Massachusetts. We are underway in the first of 5 rounds. Sweeney and Mack, who we've seen several times here on Friday Night Fights. Ari Alagami with Phoenix Carnivale looking at N.J. Mack throwing the right teep. A fighter in transition, recently went down a weight class, switched schools, and changing some things up in his career.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's good to have a change, you know, a change in styles, a change in teaching. There's so many great schools around New York that everybody has something to offer. You know, a style change might be good for NJ. He was very active in running around the ring, but right now you can see he's pushing the pressure. He's keeping his hands up a little bit more than he usually does. Well, he just dropped him as I said that.
The broadcaster's jinx, it is real.
Right? But it might be good. A change might be good for him.
Straight right hand from N.J. Mack. This fight was originally supposed to be for the 147-pound WKA amateur title, but N.J. Mack came in overweight. You heard him announced at 150. He was supposed to come in at 147.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he was used to fighting in a heavier weight class. It might have been a little bit harder for him to get down this time. I know he had gone up before. I know he'd gone up previously.
Nice move right there as he corralled the kick from Sweeney and then threw a right hand. But N.J. Mack said yesterday at the weigh-in he is more comfortable at welterweight, but unfortunately not able to participate in a title bout this evening.
He does happen to throw a looping hook as he steps over towards his left. That's one of his signature moves. Let's see if he does that here tonight.
Good defense by Mack there as he fends off the left leg of Sweeney. Final 10 seconds of round 1. Good start for N.J. Mack.
Big right hand lands over the top, and that ends our first round.
And just to clarify, N.J. Mack out of Freeport, New York originally, now representing Rebel Muay Thai, which is in East Meadow, New York. Previously, he was working out of American Top Team in Whitestone. So Mack deciding to make a change, go to a new school, change his weight class. His previous appearance on Friday Night Fights, he lost in a decision to Johnny Love Pina with a 154-pound belt on the line. So Mack trying to exert his dominance at the welterweight level now. 30 years of age, comes in at 17-9, 5'8" tall. Meanwhile, Sweeney, an undefeated fighter at 5-0. He's 5 years old, and he is 5'10". So a little bit of a height advantage for Sweeney. A little more meat on the bones of NJ Mack. So again, this is a scheduled 5-round affair. Was going to be a title fight, but because Mack missed his weight.
Here we go into the second round.
No
Both
hardware on
fighters
the
come
line.
out in the southpaw position. That's a possibility that Sweeney switched stances. You can see he's got a little bit of a welt on the inside of the right leg. Nice jumping knee, flying knee by NJ Mack.
Beautiful form there by NJ Mack. Tries the combination up top as well. Sweeney going with the leg
outside
kicks.
leg kick, inside leg kick combination. NJ Mack with a teep.
Sweeney out of Bond Muay Thai in Lebanon, New Hampshire, same school as Akila Johnson, who we saw fall in a hard-fought decision earlier this evening to Carmen Corchado. Sweeney takes a teep to the solar plexus right there from NJ Mack. Oh, a little
Nice knee
feint.
lands.
After the feint of the teep, Mack throws another jumping knee.
Yeah, it's a very nice setup. You know, basically after the teep, you usually expect your opponent to come forward with punches. So the knee setup is very nice setup.
Two fighters exchange roundhouse kicks there. And again,
Now you can hear NJ's corner saying punch and kick, trying to keep him very active. Nice right hand that lands.
scheduled 5-round affair here. It's just round 2. 30 seconds remaining in the round. NJ Mack, the more
Nice
effective
body
striker
punch,
thus far.
goes to the body with the right hand.
The
That's an
bob.
excellent technique to do when someone is southpaw. You are lined up. You are lined up for that technique. When your opponent is on, the right foot is forward, and your right is back, you are lined up for either a straight right hand to the body or to the head. NJ was using the body shot nicely. There he goes. He does it again. It's been available for him.
Really nice couple of moments for NJ Mack. Now representing Rebel Muay Thai, and it looks like the change of scenery has had a positive effect on him. Some really good striking so far in this bout by NJ Mack, looking for his 18th amateur victory.
Yeah.
This is his 27th amateur fight. Brandon Sweeney in just his 6th. So clearly experience on the side of NJ Mack.
You see these crazy matchups like that, like somebody has like 20-something fights and somebody has like 5 fights, and a lot of the times it happens because, you know, people are just really eager to fight and they're really eager to increase their records, and when matchups don't come up, they'll just take them. They'll just say, you know what, I think I'm experienced, I think I can take that guy, and they'll decide to take the fight even though there's such a experience differential like that, because when you're an amateur, it's not so much about always winning, it's about continuing to stay active and to stay experienced, and I think that's what happens a lot of the times.
NJ Mack and Brendan Sweeney touch gloves to begin round 3. Again, a scheduled 5 was going to be a title bout, but Mack came in over the agreed upon weight of 147 pounds. Mack came in at 150, and so the belt got pulled off the table, and the title remains vacant.
Now Sweeney is trying to, you know, move forward, but he's not moving forward with anything. So now when he moves forward with a kick or he moves forward with a punch, he's been a lot more effective. And you see Mack, you know, moving forward as well with his own technique. Superman punch there.
Landed effectively on the chin of Sweeney.
What the change that I see in Mack right now is that he is still using his classic movement that he's always been very good at, but he's not moving so far away that he can't fire back. He's moving slightly to the outside or slightly angling, and that gives him the availability to stay more active and to land more shots.
NJ Mack, again, just the more effective striker so far in this fight. We're about halfway through, a little past the midway point of round number 3. Scheduled 5.
Spinning back fist.
Ooh, nicely done by Sweeney.
Good side kick by Sweeney as well.
Boston against New York once again. Second time we've seen it tonight. Sweeney wearing all red, a little white trim on the trunks. NJ Mack with the black, or the, are those black and blue? Black and blue with some red
black
trim.
and blue with some red trim. And you can see NJ's doing a good job of attacking the forward leg of his opponent as well.
Good footwork by Mack to avoid the kick of Sweeney. Final 10 seconds of round number 3.
That right leg, it's got some markings on it. Makes it harder to stand on it, makes it harder to strike on it.
2 exchange kicks right there, and Mack will stick in one more right just for good measure as round 3 comes to a close.
NJ Mack definitely getting his confidence in these first few rounds. Sweeney looking slightly frustrated, going to his corner, listening attentively. They're probably telling him that he needs to get off more shots, to stay busier.
NJ Mack really does look like a different fighter though, Phoenix. He just looks more confident, he looks more comfortable, maybe taking off a couple of pounds. Even though he did come in over for this fight, he wasn't forced to go up into the mid-150s.
I think he's a little bit more polished. He's gone out of sort of the karate, sort of hopping around, circling outside the ring, one shot and move thing. He's staying in the pocket a little bit more. He's angling off a little bit more. He seems like he's busier with combinations. So it's been a good fight for him so far.
How much of a difference do you think one weight class makes? I mean, he went down from 154 to 147.
When you're cutting weight and you're sort of a shorter fighter, it's a lot because it's even if 5 or 6 pounds is a percentage of your body.
Well, NJ Mack looking quite good in this bout so far. We are in round 4 of a scheduled 5. Mack against Sweeney in our final amateur bout. In our summer finale on Friday Night Fights, brought to you by Chong Beer. Ariel Agami with Phoenix Carnivale ringside at Lucky Strike Manhattan. Has a nice sweep from NJ Mack, sends Sweeney to the canvas.
Yeah, it's well timed.
Mack using some nice boxing skills here as well. Mixing it up.
Yeah, Sweeney's corner is telling him to continue to move forward, to continue to pressure.
Which is interesting because Sweeney's actually the longer fighter, has a little bit of a height advantage as Mack sticks an elbow in.
Oh, nice elbow there. He's telegraphing his shots a little bit though. He'll step, he'll throw a big step before he throws anything else. Your best bet is to use your jab as your setup as opposed to your feet as your setup, because then you're stepping forward without doing anything and you leave yourself vulnerable.
Mack momentarily dropped the guard there, but brought it back up just in time to block a kick from Sweeney. And then he is able to stick the left hand through Sweeney's guard.
Yeah, see, when Sweeney throws something immediately without that step forward, he's been landing it. That's what he needs to keep doing.
Big
Nice right hand.
Oh, and a leaping knee from Mack.
Smart by Mack though. He picked up on the fact that Sweeney, big body shot, big right hand to the body. He picked up that Sweeney was hitting his legs, so he went up top. So when Sweeney went low, he went high.
Mack starting to smell some blood perhaps here. Really has a look of aggression on his face here. Final 15 seconds of round number 4. Make it 10. Elbow
nice
try.
Big elbow.
And a knee to the body from NJ Mack.
Oh, and a huge right hand ends that round.
Tremendous showing from NJ Mack in this fight so far. Really looks good. If you're curious, his full name is NJ McLaughlin. They shortened it to Mack. It's kind of a cool fighter name.
Yeah, I like it.
And he's representing
Makes me a little hungry, but I like it. It's like Big Mac.
So again, just one round remaining in this amateur bout, our final amateur fight of the evening. Our main event still to come with Elvis Gashi set to take on Andre Schuler. For now, though, NJ Mack in search of his 18th amateur victory, the 30-year-old now under the tutelage of Rebel Muay Thai and David Martinez, as well as Eddie Cuello. And he is doing his coaching staff proud right now. 1 round to go as he looks for this victory over Boston's Brendan Sweeney.
Round number 5 coming up right now.
So here we go. Last chance for Brendan Sweeney to get back in this one and do some damage. Good teep up high from NJ Mack. A little combo with the hands. Mack all over Sweeney, who's just trying to tie up NJ Mack right now.
Sweeney is using his knees effectively, but NJ Mack is also using his hands effectively.
Mack momentarily caught up in the ropes. Another
Nice
straight
right
right
hand.
Oh yeah. NJ
Mack
Mack
has a cut under the right eye as well. Probably from an elbow. I'm not sure. I'm not sure when that happened. Could have been in the clinch.
could have been a butt as well, potentially.
Yeah, could have been a headbutt.
Sweeney trying to put together a rally here, throwing knee after knee as these two are in the clinch. Past the midway point of round number 5, our final amateur round of the evening. Sweeney and Mack.
Sweeney has his leg across. He was trying to stop any type of aggressive knees from NJ Mack.
Sweeney wearing the red trunks with the
Left hand lands
white
through the
trim.
middle of NJ Mack's guard there in that exchange.
Mack in the dark blue and black trunks with the red trim. He's been the dominant force so far through the first 4 rounds, with Sweeney making his presence felt as we come down the stretch here. Mack trying to deal Sweeney his first amateur loss. Final 10 seconds. Straight
Big
right
right
hand from
hand.
Mack. Another combo.
big right. Kick up top, lands by Sweeney.
Good body kick from Sweeney, but Mack answers with a couple of straight shots up high, and that's how we close things out. NJ Mack putting it all together on Friday Night Fights tonight. This one will go to the scorecards. Both fighters getting congratulations from their corners after they embrace. Phoenix Carnivale headed up into the ring. We'll find out who came out victorious in this one. Really strong showing from NJ Mack, one of the best fights we've seen from him in recent years. Looked like Mack was the dominant fighter the first 3 rounds, maybe 3.5 rounds. Then Sweeney started to find his foothold and maybe make an impact, make a dent on the judges' scorecards. We shall see momentarily. Little high five from NJ Mack for our own Phoenix Carnivale. So 10 amateur fights just about in the books here on Friday Night Fights. We'll send it up to Mark Fratto with the official decision right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, 5 big rounds here in the ring. Let's get a big round of applause here in New York City. We now go to the judges' scorecards for the decision. Judge A saw this contest 50-45. Judges B and C both scored the bout 49-46. All 3 judges in favor of your winner by unanimous decision from Freeport, Long Island, New York, the victorious one, NJ Mack.
NJ, congratulations. Yeah, these are your Chong shorts. They're for you. A lot of changes happening. You changed back to a weight class. You changed camps. Talk about how some of those changes affected your performance tonight.
You know, you see fighters in the ring and you see fighters on TV and you be like, oh, that's easy, I could do that. But it's not what you see in the ring, it's what happens outside of the ring. And 2016 so far has just been really rough for me. Started off with 2 losses. Had to change camp. Shout out to Eddie and the whole entire Rebel Thai Boxing for welcoming me in with open arms. It's so far so good, you know, first win under the team, so I'm excited to see what's next. We're gonna finish the year off strong.
Well, congratulations to you. You look fantastic, and we're always happy to see you in the ring.
Thank you, guys.
The victorious one, NJ Mack, lives up to his nickname. He knocks off Brendan Sweeney in a 5-round unanimous decision and scores his 18th amateur victory. And it's all brought to you by Chong Beer on Friday Night Fights.